Have you ever had a job that you couldn't tell anyone about it? Welcome to Shut Eye Theater, and I had a crazy dream about getting a new job. Now, this new job moved my family out to an island where we could live. We got to live in a 40-story tall building. We lived on the 33rd floor. We had the whole floor, at least half the building, to ourselves for our apartment for my family. Now, my job is interesting. I didn't get the job because I was technologically savvy or special skilled. I got it because of my brain. You see, this job was a job where we were working on creating better technology to connect to the brain, and they wanted people with crazy imagination. And so I got the job, and I got to go see what it was all about. You see, they were connecting to the brain different ways. This whole company started off with just trying to make amputation limbs better, where you could connect a robotic arm that could connect to the brain and function as a normal arm. But they went 3 or 4 steps past that. You see, they were getting to the point where they could connect to the brain and even use someone's brain as extra RAM for a computer, or even better yet, as a better smart computer, because our brains are better than any computer that we can make. They use less power and can do more computations than anything else. And so we were learning on how to use brains in this fashion in this company I was in. And better yet, we even, with my help by the way, figured out how to connect advanced soldieristic type uniforms. You know, like Chief from Halo, his outfit, or even Iron Man. Outfits where you could put it on and it'd connect to the brain. So it wasn't technology anticipating when your body needed to move. It was literally taking the signals you were sending to your muscles and adapting it to the uniform as well, so that you could just have more strength, more speed, but nothing that would harm you, because it just took the information your brain was already sending out and using it in the machine. It was quite the cool technology. A little scary when I first walked in, though, seeing a bunch of people hooked up to wires. Now, Elon Musk wished he had this, because instead of connecting wires into the brain, they were doing a wireless system that could just literally siphon the signals from the back of the head. It was really cool. Now, just like any secret base, not everyone likes them, and not everyone likes the secrecy. In fact, this base, even though it was supposed to be hidden, secret, and no one was supposed to know about it, was known by other groups that didn't like this advanced technology. This wasn't public yet, except for some minor versions of it out there. And so others tried to destroy it. You see, I got to witness the attempt of destruction of this island. One night, when I got home, I was just getting my boys to bed. My wife was running her sisters to their apartment. They got to come visit, and so they were staying in another adjacent building, hotel apartments. And, well, I was just trying to rustle my kids to bed. You know, they never like to go to sleep right on time. And I was just trying to get them in the bed, wrestling with them, getting the TV turned off, turning the rack around, seeing the TV back on. You know the whole deal. And so, as I continue to do this, and I'm walking by the window, I see that it's nighttime outside. Easily, of course it's nighttime. I'm trying to get them to bed. The next window I go by, it looks like daytime. And I stopped and I looked. I was like, what is going on? Now, I didn't see the sun. I didn't even see stars. I just saw a bright light in the sky falling. And it's falling, well, towards me. So therefore, I couldn't really tell until I got much closer that it was falling towards me. It just was a bright light in the sky. And it hit into the ocean near this island. And instantly I knew what was going on. It was a rod of God. You see, there's technology out there that was explored many years ago that I guess supposedly in my dream existed, where you could launch a rod of titanium from space, and if you time it just right, you can get it to land where you want it to. Now, whoever had this technology did not have it perfected. They missed the island, thank goodness, or would have destroyed us. But they hit the ocean. Now, these rods aren't very big, but big enough to where when they re-enter and impact, it's a lot of force, a lot of kinetic energy. And so it created a tidal wave. And so I'm like, boys, let's get to bed. So I'm trying to rush my boys to bed as winds are picking up outside. And then instantly my boys are getting excited as they get to their bedroom and they're looking out the window because water was lapping up against the window. We're on the 33rd floor. So I'm panicking. At this point, I really rushed the boys through the hallways to a more internal room. And as I do so, I pass my wife, who was panicking as well. She just got home and just barely got into our room, but as she was coming home, she saw the wave. And she was freaking and panicking. We all get into this room and shut the door and protect ourselves. And as I'm playing thoughts through my head, what if our top of the building breaks off? I saw the water lapping up against our window. In fact, before we got in the bedroom, I could literally see that the water surpassed the window. And when we got in the room, I could feel the building sway. For those of you that don't know, every tall building is built to be able to bend a little, because if it didn't, it would break. So right then, I was grateful that our building could bend a little, because if it couldn't, the wave would have really toppled us. But still, I was panicking. What if it was too much for the building to handle, and we ended up being toppled into the ocean? How would I get my family out alive? Luckily, we didn't have to come to that. The building survived, and we only had a power outage for a short distance or a short time, and we were all okay. I went out the next day to kind of help with damage control, helping those that didn't have as much luck, and then going to my job to see if everything was okay, which it was. It is a well-sealed base, so no water got in. Still, interesting to see on how really advanced technology can make some people very jealous to where they use their advanced technology as well against us. And no one was the wiser in the world. That's when I woke up. Didn't get to see more of the technology on either side, though both sides of technology is realms that are already kind of being developed in Earth. The rods of God is a technology that's explored a long time ago for satellites to carry these titanium rods to be able to drop at any point. The problem is positioning a satellite over the desired target at any given point would take too much time when we already have something better. And this advanced technology, we are exploring that in our world today. You can find many versions of this technology, not as advanced as it was in my dream, where it can literally just tap into your brain and use your brain as a part of the processing power to make it work. Now, I know where my brain got the idea, obviously combining Halo and Iron Man, as well as Darkwing Duck and DuckTales a little bit. Some childhood stuff there. Pulling that all together to create this dream, as well as some ideas I've had since a long time ago. And it just combined it into a very fun dream, minus the tidal wave. That one actually did make me panic in the dream, because, well, my family is my fortress, and I will do whatever it takes to protect them. And this dream put a little panic there, just a little. Either way, have you ever had a dream of a job that you couldn't talk to anyone about that was really cool? Leave it in the comments, and until next time, sweet dreams.